AITA for saying I won't coddle my infertile sister anymore? My sister, Julie, has tried to have a baby for 5 years. She had a miscarriage 2 years ago and outside that, has been unable to get pregnant. My heart hurts for her. However, one thing I don't agree with is how my family has handled it. We're not allowed to talk about babies around Julie. Any kids younger than 3 can't come to family events that she'll attend. She won't attend baby showers, baptisms, etc. The last one I understand. But the rest feels overkill. I got pregnant last year. I told Julie first and she reiterated her boundaries. I said I understood. The first hurdle came with my baby shower. My mill was throwing it. I didn't expect Julie to come. Then my mom told me I shouldn't have one period. Out of respect. I said that was ridiculous. She didn't have to come, so what did it matter? Only 3 people from my side of the family came to the shower. When my son was born, I posted a birth announcement on Facebook. My parents lectured me for this and said it was going to hurt Julie. I said she could just block or mute me. They said I should make the effort. Julie echoed that if I cared, I'd stop. I ended up blocking her just to save drama. My aunt's 70th birthday party is next week. My husband and I planned to go, bringing our son. Julie called and asked if we were going. She then asked for me to get a sitter for our son. I said no. She doesn't want to miss the party. My aunt is one of the few people who agree that Julie's boundaries aren't fair and wants my son there, as she doesn't get to see him often. Julie got upset and started crying, saying that I was unfair. I finally snapped and asked what would happen when she got pregnant. Would we all be expected to shower her with the love and attention she's refused to give other people's kids? Will her baby be allowed to attend events? She said that was different. I said no. I'm not coddling her anymore. My son exists. He's family and he's coming. She can decide if she wants to or not. My parents yelled at me for being mean to Julie. They offered to pay for a sitter but I said no. It's not even her house. AITA? NTA. You're being requested to treat your child like an object that can be hidden. Not an individual with the right to make and have his own relationship with his extended family. This is unfair to him, to you, and to your extended family. Julie doesn't have the right to push her boundaries outside herself in her own house. If she doesn't want to be present at parties outside her house where children are also present, she can choose not to attend. She does not have the right to demand that others accommodate her. 100% NTA. She doesn't want to miss the party. She doesn't have to. Accepting or declining an invitation is her choice, just as it is the choice of everyone else. Invited. Wow. Just wow. NTA. As you knew, the world does not revolve around your sister. She is not unique. I have a cousin. Her first pregnancy ended in miscarriage. She recounted how after the miscarriage, the world and all the streets seemed filled with babies and such. And how she forced herself to look into the carriages and see and admire the babies. I never liked her much, but at that moment I really admired her. And now I still admire her in this respect. I guess it was 4,050 years ago. NTA. Your sister is taking this way too far. Your point about her possible child is totally valid. I doubt she is doing this with friends and coworkers. NTA. Good Lord. Wow. She's trying to cut off all family event-related contact for your side of the family? She needs therapy badly. That's just so unfair to you and your child and the other relatives who do want to see the baby. Tell your parents that if they want to see their grandson, they need to start treating him like a human being and part of the family, not a weapon pointed at your sister. Trauma is not an excuse for the whole world to accommodate a person forever. It sucks what happened to her, but part of learning to deal with trauma is managing triggers. NTA. NTA. You are absolutely right about the punitive double standard at play. Here, you are being treated as a villain for having the very thing everyone wants so much for Julie. A child. Everyone is tiptoeing around Julie's feelings. But what about your feelings or those of your son? It is your aunt's house. She has invited your child and you should feel free to take him. NTA. Julie can't expect everybody to hide away their children or pretend they don't exist just because of her very real pain. Is Julie not going to have a relationship with her nephew? It sounds as though she hasn't really grieved for what she has lost or for her apparent infertility and is allowing that to overtake all of her other relationships. NTA. I'm saying this as someone who's had a recent loss. Pregnancy announcements sting. It's hard to see babies. And I'm not sure anything is ever going to make it hurt less. Even having another healthy pregnancy. But you know what definitely won't make things better? Depriving other people of their happy moments. It sounds like you've tried to make reasonable adjustments and be respectful. But you're a parent now. Your baby is no longer hypothetical. He's real and he's here, and that's amazing. Hopefully your sister comes around. But if she doesn't, your son is deserving of being celebrated and you deserve to enjoy this time. NTA. Your sister needs therapy. And it's not fair that the entire family walks on eggshells around her. They need to accept your son is here and deserves to be celebrated, not shunned. NTA. My wife and I went through issues. It took us 5 years for our first. And then another 7 for the second. Plus a ton of money. So I can empathize with your sister's pain. When we were going through it, every friend's pregnancy and birth announcement brought us a twinge of pain along with our happiness for them. So with this empathy, let me just say her boundaries are absolutely ridiculous. She has absolutely no right to suck away the happiness or the existence of others. You are entitled to share your child with whomever you please, however you please. My wife and I celebrated our 25th anniversary last month. We were never able to have children. We're both on the fast track to 50. So that window of opportunity has closed. I won't pretend that the pain of infertility goes away completely. But one of the things I've learned is that infertility must not be at the center of one's life. And like it or not, that is precisely what Julie has done. With the aid and support of your parents, it makes complete sense that she wouldn't want to attend a baby shower. My wife doesn't. It is way over the line to dictate terms to family as to how they should conduct their lives due to your sister's challenges. She needs therapy, and your parents need to stop enabling her. NTA. NTA. Julie needs to see a therapist. She can have boundaries like, I love my nephew but I don't want to get too close to him because it reminds me of what I cannot have. So I'll see him but I don't want to babysit him. But she's imposing her childless life around everyone. That's crossing a limit. And she definitely will be a hypocrite if she ever has a child of her own. She'll expect people to shower her and her baby with the love and support she's refused everyone. Live your life with your family. Julie has got to learn to adapt to the world because not everybody is going to indulge her like you. And your family has. Not everybody is going to stop having babies because of your sister's entitlement. NTA. As someone who has suffered a loss, I never would have even thought to put those selfish boundaries up. It hurt when other people got pregnant and had showers. But I was happy for them and went cheerfully with gifts. You can feel sad for yourself and happy for others at the same time. Screw your family for going along with that. NTA. This is not normal. Your sister and your parents need therapy. NTA. I think it's time to have a conversation with your parents about what kind of relationship they expect to have with their grandchild. Do they realize that they are well on their way to sacrificing their relationship with your kid in order to satisfy your sister's unreasonable expectations? Wholly unhealthy coping mechanisms. Batman. NTA. Julie needs therapy. Not for everyone around her to pretend that kids under 3 don't exist. This is ultimately hurting her mental state more. NTA. Julie needs therapy. I sympathize with her loss, but she needs to move on and she should be happy for other people who have kids. It's not a zero-sum game. If you bring your son, it doesn't mean she has to take it as a loss. NTA. My son exists. He's family and he's coming. Exactly. You and your son, and all future babies in the family, don't deserve to be punished and excluded for one person's grief and apparent refusal to seek therapy to heal from it. As a person who wanted kids very much but was unable to get pregnant, people like OP's sister absolutely infuriate me. Every human being goes through difficulties. Empathy and understanding is always appropriate and appreciated. But demanding everyone you come in contact with cater to your tender feelings at the expense of their own is loathsome. NTA. Enjoy your baby. 2 hearts.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. AmITheAsshole is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.